It's the Date Master, and yes, we're back again with another banger. And yes, we're back from the Yayo 305. We'll definitely get into the details of the trip with some footage. But today we're going to break down. I've been thinking about this term or this phrase, Breaking Bad. If you're familiar with the show Walter White, it was a popular show. It's about a meth lab and all of this type of stuff. But anyway, what is Breaking Bad? Rebellion, disrespect, or any sabotaging of an intimate relationship. Normally, you get this from the female because she is not an honest being. She has no honest bone in her body. She does not know how to tell the truth. So anytime you hear a story, some type of anything, you have to understand that she's omitting about 36% of it, which more likely is the part where she was at fault, initiated, or is the sole reason behind whatever tragedy or piece of turmoil she's dealing with at that time of her life. But you're gonna see this. You see this with Cardi B. You know, you saw the pictures. Let's kiss each other in the face, suck each other's tongue on the red carpet. Let's show we're the power couple. We're the ones you want to be like. Well, not so much be like, because there's been multiple cheating allegations. But recently, the cat was let out of the bag via Offset's tweet, stating that Cardi B stepped out on him, and she responded with a troll, because the attention must be on the troll and the entertainment, not on the truth. Now with him, he couldn't go in, he tried to say his grandmother passed and all of this, but they would not let him live down the fact that he cheated, because he's a man. It is always your fault. You're a bill payer, the dildo in a billfold. I've said this in previous videos. But we're going to get into the fabric of the signs that your woman will break bad on you. I have a true story. I was out at a bar the other night and overheard this guy speaking to a lady, basically telling him he got a new car, he changed up his lifestyle because the chick that he thought he was going to settle down with, he was about to move. It was a whole, he was going to run the whole gambit. Rule number one, following her. Trying to move out to where she's going. She's leading the relationship. Again, a lot of men just don't know this information and don't have the skill set or experience to know what women has done in the past and what they will do in the future. All you have to do is look at past and present behavior. It will dictate future outcomes for the most part. So I was listening. I said, yeah, his chick broke bad on him. So what are some telltale signs that your woman will break bad? Well, let's get into it. Number one, too much time on social media. Too much time on social media will corrupt a woman's mind and character. She does not have any morals. Next time you go out, like I said, you always want to do your field study. I know it sounds harsh. But you have to gather intel. Ask the women, when the last time you've been to church? How many times a day do you pray? What are the top 5 codes that you live by and will not step out on? You have to get this information. Most women are not religious or spiritual. That's why the man is God, the Most High, man, then the woman, then the children. You want to know how the children are corrupted so easily? Because their direct leader is the mother. Because normally the man is outside of the house making the money. He's more so the disciplinarian. So if you choose a woman and you don't know what you're doing, more likely you're going to get a woman that's going to break bad on you. Hence, you're going to see the children suffer. Because the woman does not give a damn about anyone but herself. She will even sacrifice her own children for her false sense of happiness or a temporary feeling of happiness or whatever emotional need she has at that moment, whether it's happiness, whether she needs admiration, whether she needs approval, whether she needs something. She will sacrifice her own children for that feeling. So why do you think she won't sacrifice your feelings or your relationship? because she will, and I'm sure she has. If you're listening to this video, if you found this content, it is a reason that you're here. So too much engagement, too much time on social media, more likely it is not productive. Because if she was on there for business purposes, the results would yield. You have people that spend their entire day, if not 60% to 70% of their whole day between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. is spent on social media, discussing nothing, hoping and wishing to become a digital creator or a content creator and go viral. And they think that is sustainable. They think they're going to live forever off these viral checks because they're known on social media, or people retweet or reshare their post that more likely they didn't even write themselves. Sign number 2, her friends are hoes. Again, you need to know everything about what you're doing and who you're investing your time and money and energy in. And this does not start at a particular age. It just kicks in at a certain age because at a certain age, you would have went through enough women, enough relationship experiences to kind of get the gist of what you're going to deal with and what you should be looking for if you're trying to settle down. This is for the purple pill guys. But I was listening to this guy, describe, he bought the ring, and the person he was speaking to was like, it just looked so perfect. I didn't know. I would have never thought that you were dealing with the woman that you're dealing with. That's why I always say, believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. Social media is the perfect canvas to create a fake persona. It is perfect. This is why women will die before they give it up. Yes, women, your dream man is going to come home. He makes $800K a year. He pays for everything. You get the cars you want, the house, but you have to delete social media. Do you know these women will say they'll rather keep their social media? That's why you cannot have any logical conversation. This is all for entertainment and for research purposes only. You will not get understanding from the modern day woman. You will only get her understanding at about 50 years old, when the wall pretty much shuts them all the way out. That is when you will see them at their most humblest. The baddies that you see today will be the ones that you ignore tomorrow. When they hit the wall is when they're at their humblest, the most humble. Sign number 3. So we went through social media presence, too much social media. Her friends are hoes or do not have character that you would want your woman to exude. That's sign number 2. Sign number 3, she's out on the scene all the time. She's at all the parties. She's well known. She knows all of the popular guys and gals. Because bad company corrupts good character, and like birds of a feather do flock together. So you got to ask yourself, how does my chick know all of the dope boys and the promoters and all of these type of guys? And let's say your chick looks like something. More than likely, you may have good taste and other people may see that. So you may not be the only one that has an attraction to this woman. So you have to see what what is the association between your chick and all of the socialites, whether it be male or female in the city. You have to ask yourself this. That's number 3. Number 4, subtle signs of disrespect, passive aggressive behavior. What are some subtle signs of disrespect? Undermining you, going against something that you stated, not abiding by any type of, let's say, plans that you've set. So if you set plans and she's forgetful, I forgot, I thought the time was this. She didn't pay attention to details. She was preoccupied with something else. No update. Hey, I'm running late. I know we had this. She just straight out. I forgot. There's a lack of detail or attention that is not being invested. Because if we discuss something, it should be understood and it's agreed upon. There's no reason to think or state, I thought it was something outside of what we discussed. So you got social media. Her friends are hoes. She's out on the blade. Subtle signs of passive aggressive, going cold. All of this you have to figure out. No. More likely she is going to break bad. Sign number 5. This is going to go back to the social media. Well, I'm gonna give a caveat to that, so I'll stick with number 5. Expecting you to do everything, pay for everything, etc., etc. Not behaving in the manner in which it influences you or motivates you to, but putting a predisposed expectation on you to pay for everything. She's not investing in you. She's not reciprocating the energy that you're reciprocating. She is going to break bad. You see this now. You see this with a lot of couples that you've admired and promoted on a pedestal, thinking that they were the perfect couple. They had everything figured out, and then you see it hit social media. So while social media and relationships do not go together, I don't know when you will get this. Social media, public platforms, digital spaces with millions, if not billions, of people being able to speak and put words and what's the word I want to say? Appraise your relationship? Absolutely not. Now, if you have something that's rock solid and firm, which you never know that you have that unless you're all the way out of the way, because you have an awareness about everything around you, and especially your relationship, that you know not to put it in harm's way. So you get it out the way. You're the only fool trying to prove to the world that you're in love when we know you're only in lust. And that you are lucky and feel happy that you were able to catch a sucker, which is why you promote them the way you do. And if you're on the man's side, you're only happy to show the world that you got a semi-attractive or a seemingly attractive woman, because all of your life you have not been able to get such a woman. Sign: she will break bad. This is a break bad culture. This is a divorce culture. A breakup and a divorce is nothing to a woman nowadays. Nothing. She will do it in a drop of a hat. So I just want to get into some of these signs that your woman will break bad, what signs to pay attention to. You know, you already know the ones: the arguing, the disrespect, especially arguing with other men on social media, not just social media engagement, posting, etc., trolling, trying to prompt a response from the opposite gender. You have to look at her engagement with other men. I see women that are married or in long-term relationships literally arguing with other men on the internet for the world to see. But I may do a part 2. I may get into some more details, but we'll get into the Miami trip. We'll get into some of the things I've noticed, some observations, and some future forecast. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's a Date Master, and a special announcement: the book is underway. Look for a date of November 2023 of this year. Peace.